So we're here at the Gulf Coast Big Rig Truck Show here in Biloxi, Mississippi with Dan Brubaker. And we're having a good time so far. You can't beat air conditioning, right?
That's absolutely correct.
Yeah, most of the truck shows everybody goes to, for the most part, we're outdoors and we're having a good time there too, but we're dealing with some of the heat, some of the wind and whatnot, but we got some air conditioning going on here, so we're having a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. This was a show that we wasn't even planning on coming to, but we heard beach, air conditioning inside, and it wasn't a hard decision from there.
Yes, for sure. So tell me about what we're standing in front of. Give us a rundown here.
This is a 2020 we built at the beginning of 2020 for what we hoped a good show year, but between COVID, kind of put a damper on things, so we brought out this year to show it off in 2021.
Okay, great. So I'm going to jump right into the favorites. Looking at this truck from a glance, what's your favorite on the exterior? What do you love about the outside of this truck?
I like how the stripes turned out. We want to go with kind of an old school color theme, and I think it really the black really goes with the cream and red.
So why would you call that an old school type of color scheme?
We went the paint scheme that you'd see back on a 70s, 80s truck. So, and this was kind of one of the color schemes we picked out off an old truck that we seen in a catalog way back when.
So let's talk about custom parts. Rattle off some names.
So we got a Valley Chrome 24-inch bumper on the front. It's one of the largest bumpers we put on a truck, just with the 20,000-pound front axle. Sets it way up there to where we had to get something above a 20 just to fill the gap a little bit. We've got 12-gauge box covers, which this was a truck that was ordered, and we was going to do a grass burner, but we was too late into the build when they started building the truck to where we actually just switched the step on the driver's side to be the same size what the passenger size is. So it's kind of a custom step design we did there. The interior of the truck, we completely stripped out, detexturized all the dash panels, the dash, all the closets in the sleeper, painted all that, put it all back together. So it's kind of a fun project getting everything all done.
And whose pipes do you have?
Dynaflex exhaust.
Okay, and what about visors?
Visors, Roadworks visor.
All right, nice.
We've got Iowa Customs deck plate drop panels, Hogue built stainless steel single hump fenders.
Okay.
12-gauge light bar between the fuel tanks. Mm-hmm. So, and then at the rear is an Iowa Custom center panel.
Nice, very nice. And so what was it like getting the dash and everything else detexturized? Walk us through what that took to get done.
It was a interesting project. We took it down to a paint shop to get painted, and they basically told us that they didn't have the time to detexturize it and on our timeline that we had building the truck. Mm-hmm. So we brought it back to our shop, sanded all the texture off of it, took it back to them once it was all smooth, and they just shot the paint on it. So it sped up the process completely, because with the time frame they gave us on them doing the detexturization, we wasn't going to hit the first show, which due to COVID that wasn't relevant anyway.
Right. And so we can put this into perspective, explain what that is and the steps in actually getting that done.
Very time consuming. You got a panel and you just got to keep sanding it, feel it, sand it, and then spray primer on it, make sure you got all the texture out. A lot of times you're primering it once, sanding it again, just a long hourly process. I want to say we had between 40 hours just on sanding on the interior pieces.
Wow. So you shoot with that primer just so you can actually see if you got it done right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now with painting that, did the painters have any problems with it?
No. Once we got it sanded all the way down, they used a special plastic paint on it to where it adheres to it a lot better. Okay. So something that's going to last a long time.
All right, cool. Now, on the interior, what's your favorite part of the interior that you guys got going in there?
The one thing we did is on the door panels we had made for it, which was from Trucking Awesome, we did a double stitch diamond, just kind of go with the old school theme on it. I think that was really neat. It really contrasts with the red and the black dash that we have all painted in there.
Okay, very nice. Now, we didn't talk about any running gear, so what do you got going on underneath the hood and going back toward the rear?
So we've got an X15, 605, 2050 torque, heavy-duty 18-speed transmission. So something to be able to haul the heavy haul loads.
Nice. And what do you got for rears back there?
355 rears, 46,000 pounds. We went with the heavy 20,000 front axle along with the 20,000 left axle.
Nice. Now, how many miles you guys got on it so far?
So this truck only has 10,000 miles on it. It's only done a trip to California and back and a few local hauls. We've kind of kept it around just for showing it. And with the change of things, we're actually just going to sell it at the end of the show season.
Okay.
And give somebody the opportunity to own something like this. And
wow. Well, can Big Rig Videos get a finder's fee? I mean, if we put this out here soon enough, we get like a little percent. No, I'm just joking. But that's great though. Now tell me about the rest of the company. What you guys do?
So, Brubaker Trucking was started back in 1935. I'm the fourth generation to run the business. We're still a family-ran business. We're mostly livestock. We do a few heavy haul loads. We've got RGNs, curtain sides, drop decks, van trailers, but majority is livestock. We got 25 livestock trailers that run up and down the road. I dispatch them, and then we've got our washout, 4 washing the trailers out. So, and then the chrome shop, or customization shop, one-of-a-kind customs, we're expanding that as well.
You know, what do you guys service primarily in terms of, you know, customers or companies or things of that nature?
So we got a lot of main contracts we haul for. Mostly all we haul pigs and some cattle. The pigs has always been something that's been consistent, year-round work. Some of the guys get tired of hauling pigs all the time, but it's consistent paychecks coming in.
What is it like to be a fourth generation, you know, trucker and or, you know, person in your business? What is that like?
It's a neat experience. I really enjoy that I can continue on the family legacy. I've got the passion to do it. It's just kind of a neat feeling knowing that you just continue on what somebody above you has made.
So what kind of stories do you have about your great-grandfather, you know, way back, you know, generation 1?
So it all started right there at the Great Depression. Great-grandpa used to farm, lost the farm during the Great Depression, bought a truck, and ever since then we grew back in, I want to say the 70s. 70s or late 80s, can't quite remember. But we was the first one to buy a possum belly livestock trailer, which back then was a huge deal. It was a Wilson trailer. They came down and had a tent set up, hot air balloon rides. It was something that no one's seen in that area, and we got the honor to be one of the first ones to buy one.
Well, that's cool. Is this your first time here at the show?
Yeah, this is the first time we've ever been down here.
Okay.
So it's, I think, sixth time they've put this show on, and it's quite a neat show. We're definitely going to be coming back next year.
Yeah. What do you like so far about being here in this venue and in the area?
Weather's awesome. The laid-back environment is pretty neat down here. Having a beach right across the road from us, pretty cool. It's not something you see back in Iowa very often.
So would you come back next year?
Definitely.
All right, that's cool.
So looking forward to the convoy this year. I heard it's pretty cool. Seen videos about it and pictures of it. So I think that'll be a pretty neat experience.
Dan, it's been a pleasure talking with you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, we'll see you.
See ya.